The African savanna, one of the most ancient landscapes on Earth, and walking across it, unhurried, unbothered, an animal that has roamed this planet for over 50 million years. But even the most armoured creature on Earth has a problem it cannot solve alone. Despite that legendary armoured skin, some parts up to 5 centimetres thick, the rhino has soft folds and creases where ticks, mites and blood-sucking parasites love to hide and breed. These parasites aren't just uncomfortable. Left unchecked, they cause infections, anemia, and can seriously weaken even a 2,300 kilogram animal. The rhino cannot scratch them out. It cannot reach most of them. It needs help. And help arrives on wings. Meet the red-billed oxpecker, also known quite perfectly as the tick bird. Small, fearless, and utterly unbothered by the enormous animal beneath its feet. Oxpeckers land on rhinos, sometimes breakfast, lunch, and dinner, served warm and wriggling. A single oxpecker can eat up to 100 adult ticks or thousands of tick larvae in one single day. They use their flat, sharp beaks like forceps, gripping parasites cleanly and swallowing them whole. For a rhino carrying a heavy parasite load, a flock of oxpeckers is the equivalent of a full medical team showing up unannounced. The rhino doesn't complain. It simply stands there and lets them work. Fun fact, rhinos have genuinely terrible eyesight. They can barely see 30 meters clearly. But oxpeckers have razor-sharp vision. When a predator or human approaches, the birds launch off the rhino's back, shrieking loudly, giving the rhino a built-in alarm system it was never born with. But here is where the story gets complicated, because the oxpecker is not purely the rhino's friend. Scientists discovered something troubling. Oxpeckers don't just eat parasites. When they find an open wound, they eat that too. The blood, the scab tissue, the healing flesh itself. They will keep a wound open for days, sometimes weeks, returning again and again to feed from it. The very birds keeping the rhino healthy are also making sure certain injuries never quite heal. And yet the rhino keeps coming back. Generation after generation, mothers and calves alike allow the oxpeckers to land, to ride, to feed. Because, on balance, in the brutal mathematics of survival on the African savanna, the partnership is still worth it. Nature doesn't do perfect. Bonus fun fact, a group of rhinoceroses is officially called a crash. Not a herd, not a pack, a crash. Which is honestly the most accurate collective noun in the entire animal kingdom. And looking at them run, you understand exactly why. The sun sets over the savanna. The oxpeckers lift off, full, satisfied, ready to return tomorrow. The rhino exhales slowly and walks on, carrying 50 million years of survival in its bones. Most of the things that help us also cost us something. The trick is knowing which partnerships are still worth keeping.